flying birds of fortune drift across the sky. Cloudy revelations unseen by naked eye. Instruments of destruction, tools of fire will play. It's a violent eruption. Existence drips away. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? Are we live? I'm sure we are. How we doing? Quentin Ram says, is this a live stream or is Jobby dreaming this? You are all a part of my delusion, but we already knew that. Lore drop. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Great Lakes Rail. Such heroic nonsense, you're goddamn right. Are we living in a world where most of you don't know what I was singing? If so, what are we even doing here? How old am I? How old are you? Where are your parents? What the hell? This is bad comedy. Exactly. Indoraptor died. On the topic of the Indoraptor, I actually rewatched the first Jurassic Park movie. Not related at all to today's topic, but goddamn, I forgot how good of a movie that is. It's definitely one of my favorite movies ever. I forgot. It's been a while since I've seen it, and I rewatched it, and holy shit. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park, you gotta. Come on. Watch it. It's on Netflix. So good. It's just a shame it never got sequels. It's like a Pacific Rim situation. The first movie's so fucking good. Oh, that's right. We can say fuck. We can say fuck in the first few minutes of the video now. That's great. Thank you, YouTube. And then right after that, they're doing another stupid change, but we don't have to talk about that if it stresses you out. Kind of stresses me out. TBH. Keizaru just says Hindu Raptor. Thank you. And BL Wonder says, hey, Jobby, I just got my Hayakong from GXK on the way. Can't wait. Ooh, jealous. I hope I get mine soon. I'm excited for mine. Great Lakes Rail Production says, what's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. We can say it. I swear to God, if this video gets demonetized for me reading that, it'll be consistent with YouTube's inconsistent terms of service. Anyway, chat, I think we're here. I think we're ready to go. How we feeling? How we feeling tonight on this nice Wednesday evening here? Been a minute since I've taken a look at a Megatron figure, but what can I say? There hasn't really been one that interested me, thank you, until this particular figure here. I'm really excited for this, so, and I hope you are too. How many people we got? All right, let's get it then, chat. Always a good day when I don't have to wait for 69 viewers. We got 140 of you. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, my name is Jobby, and welcome to another Just Playing stream where tonight we will be playing with the Mastermind Creations Tyrantron Rise. Well, of course, it's a reference to Megatron's catchphrase. But anyway, chat, if you've never been to one of these streams before, it's gonna be really simple. We're gonna be playing with this figure, which I've actually been looking forward to for a while. If you guys don't know, this figure is the Megatron counterpart to the previously reviewed Optus Pexus, also known as Optus Sexus. He's in his box right now, but we can unbox him if you just remind me so we can get that direct comparison. But anyway, chat, we're gonna be playing with this guy here on stream for the very first time. And while I do that, you guys in the chat right there, feel free to leave any comments and questions, and I'll do my best to interact with you. However, if you need me to see something, I highly recommend that you donate, because that is 100% guaranteed that I will read your comment and or question, and it helps out the channel. Thank you very much, and thank you for becoming a member. For people donating under $5, stay tuned. Be a while before I read it out loud. However, $5 and above, I can respond immediately because of my TTS bots. Alright, speaking of bots, chat, let's take a look at this robot. We're gonna open it up.
But Debbie, you're taking a look at a Megatron figure, and it's not the Studio Series 86!
Unfortunately, my copy is coming in late. I understand that a lot of other Transformers creators have already gotten theirs, but what can I say? Fashionably late, as always. Anyway, let's go ahead and unbox the Mastermind Creations Tyrant-Tron Rise. Ugh. So just like Optus Pexus here, this guy is supposed to be incredibly articulated, which explains the title of the video, of course. Here we go. Ooh-hoo-hoo. And I think it is engineered around the same skeleton, so it should have the same amount of posability, if not more. And we do get a beautiful sheet of paper instructions and a card that will go right in my ass. Let's see here. Oh, get my box cutter. How we doing, chat? How we doing? Oh, you guys doing good? Here we go. Look at this. You get an alternate black head part. I'm gonna keep the silver though, classic Megatron silver, although this might be more comic book accurate. And I assume this design is based on the IDW comics, right? Could be wrong. Ooh, we got a mace. And interestingly enough, all these pointy bits are flexible. And unfortunately, a little bent out of shape, but doesn't look too bad. Even with it being flexible, it's still a bit sharp. Ah, shit. And we get lovely Energon blade here. Ooh, that looks really good. Some alternate faces. Very nice. Let's see. There we go. And the fusion cannon, of course. Can't have Megatron without that fusion cannon. Unless you're Michael Bay. Now we have the figure himself. Ah, right out the box here, chat. Passes the vibe check with flying colors. Well, that part was a little floppy, but the joints, pretty dang solid. All right, let's get all this stuff out of the way, and we're gonna dig right in. Well, after I open up the instructions. Anyone heard about this figure before? Anyone interested in the figure at all? If you are at any point during the stream, please check out the link in the description. I have linked to the Big Bad Toy Store. I didn't get this for free, but I did buy it. Okay. And how much is it? Goddamn. I don't remember it being that pricey. Well, let's see if it justifies its price, huh? $160? That's a steal in this economy. Jesus Christ. Which is why I recommend you guys donate, so that it allows me to make these stupid purchases for you. Well, not for you, but for your entertainment, I suppose. I go through bankruptcy so you don't have to. That's the Nostalgia Critic's famous phrase, right? There we go. And the instructions here. Let's take a good look at that booklet before diving right in here. Got all the accessories. And right away, we're getting into the vehicle mode transformation. Stay tuned for that. Not doing that immediately. Ooh, kind of looks like you can cheat gun mode here, right? We'll get there when we get there. I think we could cheese a gun mode from this. And then we have the vehicle mode, which is a nice tank, and we have a little bit of an articulation guide. So double jointed elbow, the shoulders can move all the way up here, really deep knee bend, and that beautiful multi-segmented torso. Now, actually, I should be making a bigger deal about how Optus Pexus here is still, to this very day, the most articulated figure I've ever played with. So hopefully this guy follows suit, if not more so. We'll find out. And we'll get him into a bunch of crazy poses based on what you guys asked for, huh? And then we have, you know, every time people ask me if I'm gonna get the Studio Series 86 Devastator, finally, I've got a picture on hand now to just show them this is what I'm waiting for. The Mastermind Creations Destructor, all built in, so no parts forming. And look how beautiful that's already. Look, oh my god. Super excited for that, and I hope they come out soon. You bet that I'm gonna take a look at these as they come out. It's not gonna be another Kang Toy situation with these guys. Oh, lovely. Absolutely, absolutely lovely, and there's no other Devastator combiner that's on my mind right now. And then we have a gallery here. Just more examples of the poses that you can get from this guy. All right. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Here we go. First of all, let's get this guy into a more natural pose here. Oh yes. Lovely ratchet joints. And already, chat, just by, you know, lightly molding him into a standing, more natural pose, you can already tell that he's going to be something special, really dynamic here. Like the size of him too. Although I wonder if these back panels or back segments here can plug in somehow. Let me see. No, I think they just stay here. That's a little... I don't know how to feel about that. It's not the worst thing ever, but I wish that the backpack would have plugged in somehow. Maybe I'm missing something. We can find out during the transformation. Or if somebody has this figure, you can give me some pro gamer tips, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it plugs in, so they're just on a hinge joint here, so they're fully articulated. And I guess the positive for these things being not hooked in, or that they can get out of the way for any type of pose that you want to get into. And of course, we'll do that in a bit. Ooh. Other than the backpack, though, chat. Which, you know, visually, it's not the worst backpack. It's just, yeah, the fact that it doesn't plug in. A little bit bothersome. But other than that, this guy feels really good, looks really good. It's not my favorite Megatron design, but it's still a very nice one. Thank you very much.
I wanted to ask, have you seen Kaiju Wizard on Insta? He makes custom 3D printed head sculpts for SH Monster Arts -1 and Evolved Godzilla.
I have seen that. Very talented. Thank you.
Joby. I remember during your Age of Stink stream, you mentioned about in Chicago. So you planning on going? If you do, hopefully run into you. I'll be cosplaying as Nest Soldier.
Well, the iconic character Nest Soldier. But appreciate your question. It's still a big maybe. It's still a bit up in the air right now, but unfortunately, we're leaning towards not going because of expense reasons. We would have to pay for a flight, a badge, and a table. You know, we're not going to be invited to the TFCon, so we're not official guests. I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely let you know if we come up with a decision, but I think we're both leaning towards not going. After all, we did say 500,000 views on the Age of Extinction video, and it's far below that. God damn it, watch it. I worked so hard on it. Son of a bitch. Anyway. So it's a big maybe. Big maybe. All right. Oh, I attached the fusion cannon, and it looks amazing. We can get him into a standard fusion cannon pose. And actually, before I get deeper into the posability here, let's take a closer look at all that detail. Look at that. Loved how blinged out he is. Really shiny metallic paint. I understand this barbed wire design is a reference to the original G1 figure, but it's actually not my favorite design element. It's fine though. Of course, you got a little blank space here for that Decepticon logo, which you can carve into there. Transformers 1 reference. And look at that beautiful head sculpt here. Love that evil grin. That's nice. That looks really good. Very handsome. Handsome Megatron. Put my hands. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful figure. Okay. Let's go ahead and play with more of his accessories before I get deep into the articulation, which is the main event here. TBH. So, let's go ahead and, whew, that was a bit hefty, actually. Beautiful. Nice weight. Let's plug that in. Individually articulated fingers, of course. What super articulated figure doesn't have individual fingers? And he does not have a bitch grip. Let's go. Solid grip here. Kinda wish that this, kinda wish that they did the MP36 thing of having a posable chain along with a normal chain. But oh well, this doesn't look bad. Very long. Maybe a little too long. And how about this blade? Has 2 slots for the hand, so he could... I'm pretty sure we can get him to double hand this blade, but let's get it into one hand for now. Oh, and already I'm rotating the shoulder, and those back pods are getting out of the way. So, yeah, maybe the back pods not plugging in is a good thing after all. Okay. Yeah, let's plug it in. Come on. Okay. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're cooking. Beauty. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Thank you very much.
Fair enough, man. I hear you. I am stationed down in Kansas and will have to drive 10 hours to Wisconsin, then hit Chicago that weekend. Also, in regards of Megatrons, I got the Generation Toys Tyrant today in the mail.
Wow. Good for you, man. Enjoy the figure. Thank you very much. Generation Toy Tyrant. Is that the one that I reviewed a long time ago? The Stealth Bomber one? Great figure, if so. But yes, to reiterate, TFCon Chicago is a big maybe, but let me just say, I really want to go, but if it ends up being too much expense, that's probably not going to do it, so.
Anonymous tipped $5.
Thank you.
Howdy Jobber 2, did you hear that Takara is doing a Predaking figure for $400+ and apparently it's not even gonna be that big?
Yep, that is the Adamas Machina Predaking. And unfortunately, yeah, the fully combined form of that Predaking figure will be about as tall as this guy here. Maybe even a little shorter, but we'll see. Just based on the images that I've seen from Comic-Con. But you already know that I pre-ordered my copy, alright? We're gonna do another Predaking review. $400, who cares? Talk about expenses, right? Yeah, I'd rather spend the money that would have been spent at TFCon to buy more figures for the channel, is what I'm trying to say. And also, I can get a discount from Shozi Store. That's a little behind-the-scenes action for you. Shozi Store does give me a reviewer discount. I'm just saying, if TFCon would be willing to give me a discount. I'm just saying. Anyway. There you go. Well, actually, since he's here already, we got a direct comparison between the Megatrons. Just like Optus Pexus, I wish this guy was a bit taller, but that's fine. There you go. And I wonder how hard is it to replace the head here. Seems like it's on a ball joint. Maybe I can just pop it off. Out of curiosity, you know. Whoa! Whoa! It's got an extendo neck. Okay. Yeah, not hard at all. Then we can just remove the face. And, you know, while I said I did prefer the silver helmet over the black helmet, let's just see how it looks for the heck of it, huh? Come on. Ooh, okay, okay. My bad. Remove the entire head? Or remove the entire half of the head, I suppose? Never mind. You're not supposed to do that. Okay. So the face is just stuck on here very tightly for no reason. Review the instructions, see if they have any pointers. I doubt it, though. It seems pretty straightforward. It's just this one peg here, but it just seems to be really, really tight. What the hell? This part separator's not really doing it. Whatever. Grin can stay here. Let's take a look at his other faces. We got an angry face and a neutral frown. Let's do the angry face for the black helmet here.
But Daddy, this is supposed to look like D16.
There you go. Not bad at all. But yes, I prefer Megatron over D16.
Snaps
There we go.
$5.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Dobby. Nice to have caught another stream. Last one I saw was Nindoroid, Pomni. Earlier I got done ordering myself a classic So-6 Voyager Optimus for an absolute steal
nice.
at around $74. Is this Mexus just as sexist as Optus Pexus so far?
Visually, yes. But articulation-wise, it remains to be seen. But I think we should take a look right now. Alright, chat. Let's get him all set up so that we can explore the full range of his articulation. This is what I was looking forward to. I've waited an eternity for
Jack
this.
took $5.
Thank
yes,
you.
it is the Stealth Bomber variant. Also,
Nice.
another good figure I strongly recommend is the Ocular Max Stray, which is in G1-inspired drift from IDW. There is the
that
NFD
one, yeah.
version, and there's an alternate version with a more of a tuner/drift vehicle.
I got
mode.
that one. I have the
JX still took $5
pre-ordered the
to
alternative
quote the
version.
great Optimus Prime, give me your face.
Exactly. And this figure is not giving me his face, so we'll just leave it on for now. I'll figure it out later. Alright, chat. Articulation time. I mean, we already got a good view of the head. Seems pretty dang unlimited. Got an extendo neck too, so... Oh, can look up pretty damn far. Pretty down. Pretty down, pretty far. There you go. Oh my goodness. Alright. Gotta watch out for that. The head is not the tightest. Every ball joint. Okay. Wow, look at this. So yeah, the back pod, it is a good thing that the back pods don't plug in. I've concluded. Because getting those out of the way, you can work that shoulder articulation here. Got a butterfly joint. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. On the shoulder pad here can extend. Got a swivel. Woo. There you go. Holy shit. That is what I remember from Optus Pexus. That is a wild range of articulation, chat. My god. Got a bicep swivel here. Double bend at the elbow with that shifting piston action here. Very nice. And this wrist got a swivel, hinge joint, and a ridiculously articulated hand, individually articulated fingers here, and each finger has 3 hinge joints. God damn. And yeah, despite how spindly the fingers might look, it doesn't feel that way at all. It doesn't feel flimsy. Yeah, this guy's got a good feel to him, for sure. Pretty sure there's some die-cast metal in here as well. So quite weighty. Alright, how about that torso articulation, huh? Got a swivel at the chest, swivel at the waist, and this should extend. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. This truly is the successor to Optus Pexus. So that can extend. Get some side to side out of that because it is a ball joint. Holy shit. And the waist can also extend, which gives you more side to side and a crazy crunch. So just amazing. Amazing articulation. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you can't really throw it back that much, though. But that was also a thing with Optus Pexus. Wish you could throw it back more. Actually, you know what? That's a certified torque right there. Yeah, I can live with that. But yeah, insane. Side to side. Of course, it looks a bit gappy, but there are ways to make it look natural. Just gotta collapse it a bit. But this is virtually unlimited, this torso articulation. Yeah, this is living up to the legacy of Optus Pexus here for sure. How about those hips? Got some side skirt action, some front skirts that just shift up, and we have ratcheted hips, a bit softer so they don't click as much. And you could even swing out the hip more to get even more of a kick. Oh my good lord. And then it can move back very, very far. Oh. Does it even need to be this articulated? It doesn't matter. I appreciate the ridiculous amount of articulation. And then, of course, chat. Ah! And that is a nice and clicky ratchet joint right there. Beautiful. Ooh, even more articulation with the side skirts. They could shift up and down like that, so you can get them more out of the way for the legs. Wow. Yeah, this is one of those figures. Rare type of figure where any pose you can think of he can get into. We'll test that in a bit. Ooh, nice and tight bend at the knee. Not a ratchet joint, surprisingly enough, but it is consistent with Optus Pexus. Again, I believe that this is built around the same skeleton as Optus Pexus, or the same type of skeleton. So yeah, has essentially the same amount of articulation as Optus Pexus. And how about the ankles here? They can shift out all the way up. They can point down a bit. And a ridiculous pivot. And a toe bend. It's got it all, chat. This thing's got it all. Holy shit. Ooh, even the treads work. Amazing. Alright, it's time to pose this guy. Well, before we get wacky with it, Let's do a bit of an
Hey,
action
Super
pose.
Chat
Thank you very much.
$5.82. A
Thank you,
single
thank
hand
you.
of this guy is more posable than a modern Voyager class figure.
For real.
Hot damn.
Well put. Thank you very much for that donation. I agree. Holy shit. I'm just freestyling here. No reference images. Just freestyling. God damn, that torso articulation. Gotta be careful with this. It got a little too excited and it popped off, but it should pop right back in. Hold on. There you go. Not a big deal. Just side to side torso articulation. So good. So good. Wish more figures had it. Not even a lot of sexy fembots have this amount of torso articulation here. Come on, man. There we go. That's a bit of a standard cannon pose. But I just want to show you that he can pull it off. God damn. Get those back pods. Get those back pods into position any way you can. Yeah, not only is he really articulated, it's very fluid as well. Doesn't feel like a chore to get him into action poses. While the joints feel nice and smooth. Just a very intuitive experience. There we go. We got a standard Megatron cannon pose. And we did it quite easily, too. Goddamn Mastermind Creations. You've done it again. You're goddamn masterminds. Alright. Now that I've got my standard action pose out of the way, what other poses should we try? I think I've got an idea, but I want to hear from you. I want to hear it from you. I want to hear it straight from you. I want you to say it. What poses should we get him in? Make him jerk it. There you go. Made him jerk it. Superman pose? Again, I'm doing it without reference here, but pretty sure I remember. I think I've said this about another figure before, but this feels like molding Play-Doh, but in a good way. Just gets into whatever pose you want, whatever pose you imagine, very effortlessly. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. Got the Superman pose. Do Omni-Man? I'm sure he can. Oh yeah. This chest, the chest ball joint here, that's where you get a beautiful arcing back. Again, most sexy fembot figures don't have an arcing back like this. Come on. Mastermind Creations has done it again. Okay, Omni-Man pose. Let's see. Whoa, really tight knee joints like I mentioned. Oh my god, look at that. Whoop. Okay, that side skirt might prove to be a problem. Keeps popping off. Might have to super glue that. Yeah, notice how effortlessly it's getting into this pose. I'm not really struggling against the figure, you know? I mean, I'm struggling. We're all struggling. But at least the figure's not making us struggle. Depends on your definition of struggling, I guess. Struggle tweets. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. Just super easy to get him into whatever pose. Keep it going, chat. Keep it going. Chang Chong Ness in the chat is asking, is that transformable? It is. We're gonna get into that transformation after a few more poses. Come on, I'm having fun here. Give me more poses. Give me more poses, chat. Megatron did jork it already. He does not have butt cheeks. 0 out of 10. You're right. Plush Ghidorah. You're right. Jacko? Are we doing Jacko already? Sexy pose like Optus Pexus? Okay. You know what? We have to, right? The Optus Pexus pose. It's what started everything. I didn't realize that screen cap would get a life of its own. But of course this guy's gonna be able to pull it off. He's in the same line. With the same internal structure. And we're already halfway there. Look at that. Just how effortlessly that happened. I love it. Little bit messy when you get into the back, but that's why. That's the real reason why the back pods do not plug in, so that they can get out of the way. Wow. Alright, Jacko pose. Come on. Yeah, I guess he can look all the way up if you really wanted him to, but that's more for the transformation, I assume. Wow. Then extend torso to get his booty up in the air. And that insane pivot. Yeah. He can do it. He can do it. Of course he can. Just, oh my god. A lovely, lovely piece of engineering here, and we haven't even gotten into the transformation. There you go. Guess we'll put the back pods up in the air like that, make it more apparent what he's doing. Goddamn. Transform and throw that thing back. Oh my god. Levi says do self-blowing. Can he? He should be able to, just like Optus Pexus. But he is a bit bulkier, so... No, he can't quite reach all the way down. But that is still a pretty damn good crunch. He could sit down, touch his toes even.
Anonymous
I can't even do that. What
Are
the
you
fuck?
gonna review 86 Megatron?
Yes, I am. As addressed by Bud Jobby earlier in the stream. Yes, I am. It's just coming in later than most people. The reason for that is I ordered the Takara version thinking that it was the Hasbro version. So while everyone is getting their Hasbro edition Studio Series Megatrons, I gotta wait for the Takara version, which should be in another month or so. That's the lowdown for Studio Series. But I'm excited for it. Definitely excited for it. God damn. But until then, we have this guy to keep us company. And he is very, very good. Holy moly. I'm assuming that just like the Optus Pexus, there's going to be a lot of companies that knock this off. Oversized knockoffs. Because they heard some of the complaints about how it's too small. I did say earlier that I wish this guy was taller, but he's not small. He's pretty big. Just not the standard masterpiece scale. So yeah, I would assume that knockoff companies would do an oversized version of this guy, which would be quite welcome. But on the topic of size, I should really pull these out before I go live. There you go. Lovely. Man, what a fun robot mode. What a fun figure. Both this and Optus Pexus are proof that you don't have to sacrifice the transformation feature in order to get a hyper-articulated figure. This... Okay, I can't really say because I don't have any of those non-transformable Flame Toys figures. But I'm willing to bet that this guy is more poseable than those. And he can transform. What are you doing? Come on. It's not an excuse.
But Debbie, they don't transform because it's poseability.
Nope. It's not good enough anymore. Not a good enough reason. You can't be super articulated while still being able to transform. Amazing. Amazing. Well, what else can he do? What else should he do, chat? Give me more ideas here. What other poses would you like to see before I start reading donations? Keo Cartoon says, I can confirm that this guy is absolutely more articulated than the Flame Toys model kits. I got a chance to play with one a cousin of mine owned. Oh, would you look at that? There it is. There it is. Iron Man landing pose. Woohoo! Look at that shit. That's always a good test of the articulation of any figure, really. Gotta be careful with those knees, though. Because they are quite tight.
Swivel here.
Thank you! Damn! Get these guys out of the way. Oh, sorry, Monica. God damn! Trying to get his feet in a more natural position. Holy moly. Are there any flaws so far? Like I said, could have been taller, but it should be to scale with Optus Pexus, at least. But for my personal taste, could have been taller, could have been masterpiece scale. It's not. It's more chug scale. It's non-scaled. Other than that, though, Any other flaws that I can find? I'd be stretching, just like this figure is. I'd be stretching to find any complaints here. I guess the back pod situation, while I do understand why it doesn't plug in, I feel like they could have integrated these elements more elegantly, I suppose. But that's such a vague criticism that it doesn't really have any meaning, so that's just me trying to complain about it. I don't really have any complaints. The price? At least on the Big Bad Toy Store, I'm sure you could find it cheaper, but at the Big Bad Toy Store, which you can find in the link in the description, it is $160. Insanity. The back pods do plug in. Is that right? Guess I could find out during the transformation. Maybe the instructions will let me know. Well, look at that. Yes, the instructions are implying that they do plug in and that you have to unplug them for the transformation, of course. Interesting. Heckin' Hooligan says, will you look into the LEGO G1 Soundwave at some point? No. I've never heard of the LEGO Soundwave in my life, and I totally didn't do a 7-hour building stream where I completed it and played with it. I'm never doing that in my life. Don't look it up on my channel. It's definitely not built on my couch already. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I can't seem to find where the back pods are supposed to tab in, but I will, you know, we'll figure it out naturally as we progress, I suppose. But even then, even if they didn't plug in, I totally am okay with it. I was a little harsh on it at first, but it's fine that they're not plugged in. But if they do plug in, even better. Shit. I'll find out. Yeah, Heckin' Hooligan, sorry for being a sarcastic shit, but I spent a lot of time building it. We did the stream last Friday, and come on, you missed it. You missed it. It's right frickin' there, dude. And I built it last Friday. Come on. Get with it, dude. Okay. I think we can get right into our donation reads and just jump right into the transformation. So, you know what? Let's get him back into the Optus Pexus pose, just to give you guys some eye candy while we read those donations. Excuse me. And this is the perfect face for it. It's his evil smirk. Sex. All right. Before I get into the donations, though, let me grab a drink. Not alcoholic. I restocked on my sodas. So we'll just be drinking that for the foreseeable future. Let's go. Grapefruit. Grapefruit, ya man. Okay. Whew. All right. Cheers. Thank you very much for tuning in. But don't go anywhere because we do still need to transform this guy, which I assume is not going to be that complicated if Optus Pexus was anything to go by. So, before that though, let's take a look at some of your under $5 donations. Thank you very much for your generosity and your patience. Let me scroll to our spot here. Jacquinov, I believe he does have die-cast metal. I could slightly feel it, and he does have a bit of heft to him, so I think so. I think there are die-cast metal parts. All right, we got Hayden CNG with $1 through the stream elements here. Thank you very much. Hey Jobby, I was recording a video of my own and in doing so forgot I had your stream waiting. Is it fine if I still post it up? Asking before I do the thumbnail and all. If so, thanks. If not, I understand. If you're wondering, it's only like 7 minutes. What? Recording a video of my own and in What? Why are you asking me for? It's your channel. Go do what you want, dude. I'm not your channel manager or anything. If you got a video that you want to post, you fucking do it. Go ahead. You don't have to ask me for permission to post on your channel. If I'm understanding that question correctly, it's a strange question. It's your channel, dude. It's your channel. Do what you want. All right. We got, Joseph Leroy, thank you very much for being a member for 19 months here. Hey, Jobby, I'm going to keep it quick. Peru kill when, review more Gundam, swivel here. Can I get an enemy scrotum? Also, I can't wait for Shingoji plush. Thank you very much for ordering the Shingoji plush, and if you did, your copy should arrive either this month or next month. Thank you again for supporting the U2's collab. There you go. Also, I'm not answering any of your questions. Fuck you. We got... oh, damn, alright. So, the majority of donations have been $5 and above, so I can safely skip them right now. Thank you very much for your generosity. Keep them coming if you want. You don't have to, but it really does help. For sure. We got Anonymous with $1 through the stream elements. Just saying thank you. Thank you. And Annie Ray with $1 through the stream elements. Got here late, watching during my break. Is this the Mastermind Creations Megs? Indeed it is. The successor, the direct sequel to Optus Pexus, which we'll open this up later. It's just that he's packaged in vehicle mode, so we'll open it up when we get this guy into vehicle mode and then transform him to get a robot mode comparison. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, chat. Are we ready then to transform this guy? Because I freaking am. Also, check out my coaster. It's pretty sick, right? Got my drink on there. Anyway. Let's go ahead.
Swivel here.
Thank you. Stay tuned. Go ahead and get him into a neutral pose, and then we're gonna trans-freaking-form him, dude. Hell yeah. Ooh, I just noticed. It's got this little random hinge joint here to get it out of the way for the shoulder. God damn. Just gets better. I guess that could be considered a negative, where because he has so many joints. Nah, I wouldn't consider that a negative. I was gonna say that maybe it'll be complicated for people to get him into a neutral pose, but why would you want him to get into a neutral pose when you got all these joints? This guy is built for dynamism. Is that a word? He's built for dynamic poses. But even then, just with a little patience, you could get him into a pretty cool neutral pose. All right, chat. All right. So yes, if you would like to guarantee that I will read your comment or question, feel free to donate. However, $5 and above, I can respond to your donation immediately because of my TTS bot. For under $5, you're gonna have to wait a little bit before I read it out loud myself. So, let's stop beating around your mama's bush and get these instructions going. There we go. Background music will be paused now. Now, there you go. And let's get it done. Brilliantly, chat, the articulation is incorporated into the transformation. Then you unlock these, which I still don't know exactly how they lock in. We'll find out later. So we just put these off to the side. This back part. Okay, unlocks like that. And we can fold up the head.
Swivel here.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We close it up. Yep. There we go. Looks like a Ninjago character. Oh, that's pretty sick. I like that hidden detail. Pull out the claws. Indeed, he has claws.
Automod I
shit.
have never heard of the Lego Soundwave.
Thank you very
that
much.
made me laugh, because I watched you the whole video you did. But I want one. How did you get one so early? I thought it was on pre-order. Only because you're the man.
I love you, Elliot!
Thank you very much for that big old Benny jump scare. Really appreciate that. Big ass dono here. So, thankfully, one of you guys tweeted me as soon as the link went live for the Lego Soundwave. So, I signed up for the Lego Insiders program just to get my order in for Lego Soundwave. That's how I got it early. But I did buy it. I didn't get it sent to me. So there you go. If you were wondering why I got it early, how I got it early, I joined the Lego Insiders program, signed up for it just so I can order it. And the link went live on the 1st. Which, by the way, that Lego Soundwave video, I wrote a script for it already. Might do it this month. Might film it this month. But Debbie, what about Kang Toys? Kang Toys can wait, goddammit. Let me have my Lego fun. Ooh, that's sick. Rotate the fist. Alright. It was already rotated, but okay. So the instructions just told me to do this, but it was already like that, so I can safely ignore that step. Just gotta ball up the fists more compactly. There you go. Yeah, exactly, dumbass doggo. That is pretty much what I said. Feeling cute might release Lego Soundwave video this month. Exactly.
But what about king toys? What about king toys?
Listen, I still love Kang toys and everything, but you can wait. You can wait. Come on. Oh. This was the shoulder pad? Am I looking at that right? Yes. Just gotta unfurl the shoulder pads like that.
Milo from
Kind
Milo
of
tipped
pasta-ish,
$5.
but not
Hey,
too bad.
Jobby,
Thank you very
in a
much.
moment of weakness I picked up Magic Square's MP Swindle to keep my MS Brawl company. I said I wouldn't collect it to complete MP Bruticus, but that may slowly change. I'm too excited for my upcoming LOP Ultra, and MP has some good stuff.
LOP Ultra. Oh yeah, dude. Great choice with the Light of Peace. Still to this day, the best Optimus Prime figure. As for the Bruticus stuff, it does look really cool, but I'm pretty happy with my Mastermind Creations version, so I don't think I'll be getting it. Okay. And collapse the arms. Oh, remove the fusion cannon. Should have did that at the beginning. Oh, this one's already collapsed. Fold down the tread assemblies, which I've already done. Rotate both arms backwards. Oh, they plug in. Yes. Alright, they plug in. I think this is a similar transformation to Optus Pexus. Could be wrong. Oh. Supposed to rotate this. My bad. And it all will plug into this back assembly. Come on. Yeah. There, that's plugged in. Same thing on the other side. Iron Dude is asking, has your next Kang Toys Dinobot came in yet? I don't know. I'll have to find out at the end of the month. In my Failbox stream. I hope it did. Alright. Locked and loaded. Align and lock two arms together. I already did that. Rotate armature to position as shown. Oh, I see. this will plug in to here. I give it a little twist. Yes! And same thing here. They'll just do a bit of a crisscross. X marks the spot. Interesting. And these two pods will plug right in to each other. Damn, pretty solid. Definitely gonna have to use a part separator to get those undone. And from there, let's bring the fusion cannon back. It extends. Wow. Boyoyoing. And fold up the tab. And that will lock into here. Hell yeah. Come on. Oh, I was expecting a snap. There was a little bit of a snap. A good snap. Damn, that's the turret right there. Oh, yeah. And of course, we fold that up. Boom. Fold down turret and lock into place. Does it actually lock? That kind of. Doesn't really lock into place. It sits there. Unless I'm missing something. Nah. Already got the top of the tank right there, and the turret can rotate still. Great. Great stuff. Rotate assembly forward to correct position and tab in. Whatever that means. Rotate assembly forward to correct position. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. It's pretty obvious what you're supposed to do. This, into this. Oh! What? Okay, I'll just keep them folded out. There. Locks into place as so. Although, is this supposed to stay bent like that? Ah, it is not a triple changer, Kid Kai 28.
J-Rex still tipped $5.
Thank you.
So wait, just curious. Are you going to review Lego Soundwave before or after Shimu Double Review? Or whatever Godzilla related figure you plan on reviewing next?
Thank you for the question. I think I will be doing it before. Also, I realize what the instructions were saying now. Just turn that around and there's a slot and that little tab. That's how you do it. Unfortunately, J-Rexzilla, Godzilla will have to wait. Not how I wanted it to be, but I think it works out. September, Godzilla will return in a big bad way. My anniversary's coming up. September 27th will mark the 11th year of this channel, of my main channel, which is insane. I think that would be a good anniversary video. Godzilla. Spoilers. What the hell? There we go. Oh, that's looking really nice so far. Even better than I thought it would. Because I did see pictures of the alternate mode of this guy, and I thought, it kind of looks a little half-assed, but just from the front, looks great. Don't know if it's comic book accurate, but it looks really, really good so far. Let's get these legs into position now. Rotate waist 180 degrees. Whoop. Flip in hip skirts. Knee panels here. Slide up the piston connectors to release them. Fold down pistons as shown. Oh, I forgot about this. This was also in Optus Pexus, these tiny things here. Yeah. Fold them up. Like so. Slide both thighs upward. My favorite thing to do. Okay. Open up shin panels. Kenneth Travers says, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say there's a fan mode where he turns into a gun, isn't there? I mean, I feel like we can do it right now. Let's get the legs transformed a little more and then we'll try it out. Flip out the wall piece from inside the shin. Whoa. Lot going on in here. Close the shin panel and tab to the wall piece. Oh, I see. Do that again. Right here. And we close it up. Fold in the foot and that will just lock in. Simple, effective way to get rid of those. Flip the entire lower assembly. And already we kind of have our gun mode. But this do not transform into a gun. I see. Slot in the ass will plug in to this tab here. There we are. Oh. Feels a little trickier than it looks. There we are. And if we just shift the legs a little bit. Yeah. Kind of the thick ass handle, but there you go. Just the fake gun mode, not intended by the designers, I don't think. Alright, so we're just folding or pushing the legs up, but before that, we'll do some setup here. Does kind of look like a metal slug. You're right. Gerwalk gun mode, exactly. Whoa. Okay. Doesn't look quite right. But I suppose. Yeah, there's, I feel like I could have lined everything up a bit better. Weirdly tricky. Weirdly tricky to do this. Alright. I think I've done it. Bring down the rear thread pieces by unfolding. Locate panel in front of... Oh. You just shift these down. Rotate this 180 for some reason. Oh, I guess to get those red details forward. Oh! Okay, wait, what? You had me in the front half, but the back half could have been better. I guess that's it. Let me pause the transformation. What the hell? Or let me stop the transformation music. There's the tank. Not bad. Then yeah, the transformation, it wasn't complicated, for sure. It just looked like it because this is my first time transforming it. But I don't know, man. Bit of a missed opportunity. Since there's so much bulk in the back of the tank here, you could have had a lot more fold in to make this feel more like a complete brick. Maybe this is comic book accurate, I don't know, but I guess my initial impressions of the alt mode were right. When I saw the promo images, I thought the tank mode looked a little half-baked. It still does. It still does in person. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but I've seen better. It could have been better, especially with these. Not a big fan of the shape of the tank here. It looks like some chunks are missing. You know what I mean? At least it could roll. Completely functional treads, by the way. That's a plus. Everything tucks away pretty nicely. The head is completely gone. The arms are completely gone, but the legs are clearly right there. Not much going on when transforming it. Like, you could still see the feet and the calves and... You know what? Rather than having the legs collapse, they could have had them fold out. You know what I mean? You could have had like an extra bend to fold these legs to here. That seems like a pretty standard tank transformation. I think that would have worked. Ah, well. It ain't the worst. At least everything tabs in, holds together. While it kind of looks like a fake mode, at least it doesn't feel like one. Pretty solid. And the tank turret can actually swivel, which is nice. And it can move up. Here's somewhat of a G1 Megatron reference, I guess, this little gun here. What do you guys think? Am I being too harsh? Like I said, it doesn't look the worst, but it could have been better, especially when you compare this alt mode with Optus Pexus. Let's crack this open for the first time in forever. I don't even remember the last time I opened this up. But when you compare this to Optus Pexus's mode, alternate mode, this guy looks a lot more complete. See that? Yeah, exactly. Great Lakes Rail. I think I said that exactly, actually. It's not bad, but I've seen better. Exactly. Why does it look like the Sphinx? Oh my god, you're right. Kind of looks like the Sphinx. Oh, 100% Plush Ghidorah. Optus Pexus has the better alternate mode, for sure. But they do look really good together. And for a further comparison... Yeah. Overall, pretty damn fun figure. The robot mode is worth the price of admission. Maybe. I would recommend you try to get it for cheaper than $160, but if you can't, the link in the description is always there. Yeah, Levi. It is decent, considering the articulation. That is true. It's not just cope, okay? The fact that the robot mode is as articulated as it is, it's a miracle that it transforms at all. But it could have been better. Let's transform this back into the robot mode because I want a direct side-by-side with Optus Pexus. Would you guys mind, before we get into our live Q&A/Hangout portion, let me transform both of these guys into robot mode. And while I do that, let me take a look at the normal chat. How you doing? Yeah, because I did this once, it won't take as long to transform it back. I've already downloaded it into my brain, so I know how to do it now. Thirsty for Chicken says, I don't like the design whatsoever. Completely fair. Can't blame you for it. I don't think it's bad. I think it is worth the robot mode. Are you getting the new third-party G2 Megatron? Don't think I've even heard of it. Does the back thing feel like noodles? No, not really. Thankfully. Ooh, hell yeah. Yeah, Yeet445 says, hey, Jobby, just saw the 4K Shin Godzilla remaster that's in theaters today. Hell yeah, dude. I don't think I'll be catching it in the theater, but it's great that they did that. I'm glad that Shin Godzilla is still getting some love. Here's hoping for a sequel. Very suspicious that they didn't allow people to ask about the sequel at Comic-Con. See that already? You know, I should just switch cameras. Already, the legs are formed. Did you order the Unique Toys Age of Extinction Stinger? Oh, yes I did. Fuck that movie, but Stinger's pretty sick, and that Unique Toys figure does look really good. I did pre-order him. Can't wait to get my copy. Tank Dong? Alright. Oh. Not D-Flow in the chat says, hey Jobby, I know you're probably not gonna read this, but you are doing well, keep up the good content. Thank you very much. And look at that, I did read it. Proved you wrong. Alright. Ooh. Yeah, this part is gonna need a part separator. The turret, pretty dang tight. Hey. Just fillet that. Zashi in the chat saying, still waiting for my Kang Toys long neck. It's been stuck in the mail for like a month. What the hell, dude? You should contact somebody. That's not normal. What? Ah, damn it. One of the little side skirts, or sorry, front skirts popped right off. What the hell? So easy to pop off, but a bitch to plug back in? You kidding? You gotta be kidding. Oh, there you go. James says, I can't wait for the good Chug Thundercracker to be released. He is the best of the three. You talking about the Studio Series 86 Thundercracker? I agree. Looks so good. Kind of strange that they're doing Thundercracker before Starscream, but I guess I understand because they already did a, they already have done a Studio Series 86 Starscream. I'm looking forward to that. Parts forming. Regardless of the parts forming. Ooh, Plush Ghidorah is asking what Nanmu Studio figures are you planning on picking up? Interesting question. I haven't really brought that up in my previous streams. But I did in fact order some Nanmu Studio figures. I pre-ordered the Indominus Rex. I'm not the biggest fan of Jurassic World, but that first movie was okay, and the Indominus Rex was pretty sick, so Nanmu Studio Indominus Berserker Empress. Pretty freaking cool looking figure. And I've got Jurassic Park 1 Velociraptor on the way. Maybe it's already in my studio, but I have to wait for the fail box. God damn. Nanmu V-Rex is pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen that. I would have wanted the standard colors. I think they only have the tiger colors now, which doesn't look bad, but... Oh, what the frick? Sorry, Chad. I just found out how to plug in the back pods. Damn. Why would they? Whatever. Kind of strange instructions. Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Never mind to the back pod's not plugging in, just I was trying something, didn't work, so nah. Yeah. It plugs in. Hell yeah. Figure got better. Yeah, the backpack is in place now. Oi. Yes, that's right, J-Regzilla. The Berserker Empress is restocked on BBTS. It's up for pre-order. I didn't link that figure in the description, but the Big Bad Toy Store is linked in the description. Seems like the only place that you can get Nanmu Studio figures. At least, the only place that I've ordered from before. There's another one, but I don't know. That's another store that I've never heard of. Kenneth Trevor says, if you can make a Transformer story, where would you have it take place? To make things challenging, you cannot say Cybertron. Earth! Just make another Earth story. I don't know, really haven't thought of an original Transformer story before. Never put too much thought into that. Get the Transformers 1 team to do an Earth Transformers story. That'd be pretty cool. Sure they can make something work. What I would like to see is more along the lines of the original cartoon. Of course, I mean, you know, not a groundbreaking opinion, but keep the POV of the story with the Transformers, of course, because that's what everyone wants to see. But have them interacting with humans be like them encountering the alien. You know what I mean? Because humans are alien to them. You can play up that curiosity and mystery, but keep the POV with the Transformers. Portray the humans as strange to the Transformers rather than the other way around. Does that make sense? Because usually with these Transformers movies, it's always the human perspective, and the Transformers enter their life and change it. Do the opposite. Makes sense, right? There we go. Maybe took a little longer than expected, but we got here. Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah. Backpack is plugged in. Hell yeah. This is a beautiful looking figure. For sure. Okay. I'm pretty sure that Optus Pexus has a similar transformation, so we could get this done pretty quickly too. It's been a while since I've transformed them, but I think I can do it. Sorry, just getting caught up. Getting caught up in the Megatron toy. So cool. So freaking cool. God damn. Beauty. Beauty figure.
But Jobby tipped $5. But
Thank
Jobby,
you.
Didn't you roast most of your members about not picking more Godzilla-related reviews?
I did.
Now you're fine with delaying it more even though you promised more Godzilla. Your
did.
last Godzilla review was on July 27th of 2024. It me J-Rex still messing around.
Okay. Well, plans change. That's all I'll say. And yes, I do want to take a look at more Godzilla figures for sure. I miss it. Everything that I said before still applies, but Lego Soundwave came out of nowhere, and I'm gonna prioritize that because I had a lot of fun building that thing, and I want to talk about it as soon as possible. That's it. I don't hate Godzilla or anything. But there you go. Alright, sorry. Stop being distracted by Megatron. Get right into Optus Pexus. Long time coming. Been forever since I played with this thing. God damn it. Tagami says. TL Gami says he'll giggity soundwave. Exactly. God damn it. I remember losing my mind over the giggity lowest shit during the Lego stream. Giggity soundwave. That's good. Oh yeah. I'm seeing a lot of the similarities between this figure and Tyrantron. I wonder how they're gonna stack up next to each other. They might even be the same, like, similar sizes. Literally reusing the very similar parts. Damn. You could even call Tyrantron extensive retool of Optus Pexus. That's how similar they are. Wow. Not a bad thing. They knew they had gold. They struck gold with this guy in terms of the articulation, so I don't blame them for reusing it. Oh yeah, even this little back string is present in Megatron. Oh no. How did this part go? Oh crap. Forgot how the back tires went. Everything else was pretty intuitive to figure out, but the back tires here. What the hell did I do? Like that maybe? I think I got it. Oh, yep, I got it. Oh shit. There you go. Just had to just fiddle around with it, and then it just went into its natural position. Boom. God. You're a sight for sore eyes.
Thirsty for chicken tipped
Beautiful.
$5.
Thank you.
I want to see a movie where the Decepticons invade Earth and lay siege to Hasbro in Paramount headquarters, blow up the marketing team for TFone, force them to make a sequel, and cast TF hype guys a prime.
Based. I want to see that movie too. Thirsty for chicken. Based. Well, there he is. Optus Pexus. After so long. When did I review this guy? I don't even remember. Oh! Megatron's actually taller, but I think it's because of the legs. I think the bodies are similar sizes. Right? The Megatron is taller because of his boots. But other than that, they have the same body type. Wow, they do look really good together. Tiogami says, how much is Optus? Definitely want to get him one day. You should. It's a great figure. But how much is he? Let me check that for you. He sold out. He sold out everywhere. Ooh, my video came out on the Google results. That's good for me. Damn. Kinda hard to find him. He's going for over $200 on eBay. That's a lot. Yeah, I can't find him in my normal stores. I thought the Shozy store has him. Nah, it's out of stock. Damn. Yeah, out of stock everywhere. Just a bunch of people trying to scam you on eBay. That's all that's left for Optus Pexus. But when he was in stock at the Big Bad Toy Store, he was $115. So that's still quite a lot. And on the Shozy store, he was... Let me see. 120.
Couples tip
So there's still going to be
$5.
100 and
Now
something
make them
dollars.
kiss.
Thank you. What should we do? What should we do with the both of them? Just to reiterate, chat, these two figures are the most articulated figures that I've played with. Both of them basically have the same amount of articulation, so what shall we do? Oh! Chat, get your hand out of your pants. Let me... I need a reference image for this, but let me do this. Hold on, where is it? Okay, got it. Let me cook.
Busy Orb tipped $5. Transformers movie idea. Human is transported to Cybertron by means of transwarp bridge accident. The human has radiation residue and is forced to run from both Autobot and Deception alike. Transformers first meet humanity his way.
That sounds kind of sick, actually. Interesting take. Goes hard. Goes fucking hard. I made Megatron Caesar for some reason. There you go. I did it. I did it. And I actually know who these people are now. looking up the reference image. I've seen that now. I can say that. Joseph and Caesar. Yeah, exactly. Optimus about to do the Joestar family technique. The Hamon energy. Daniel Evans says, "For God so loved the world." What? Oh, alright. Little, proselytizing in the chat, but that's fine. Appreciate your good tidings. Jacques Kinov says, "What Masterpiece Transformers figure can you transform with your eyes closed?" Probably a G1 figure. Yeah, what would be one? Nothing in my case. Let me see. Yeah, probably not MP10 either. Would probably break something if I did that. Yeah. There's like a particular figure, or figure's a bit of a strong word for it, a toy, a child's toy, and I don't know what character it is, but it's literally a car. You extend it, fold out the doors, fold down the hood. That describes a lot of Transformers, but there's a particular one that I had, and I could do that with my eyes closed. Very easy. La La Land pose next. Fucking based, thirsty for chicken. That's a good idea. It's a great test.
Swivel here.
I will make Megatron Ryan Gosling.
Ogami tipped $5.
Thank you.
You gotta make him do the Sonic vs. Shadow pose from Adventure to Lamau.
Oh, we'll do that. That's a great idea too. Hold on. Yeah, these are such... This is a good suggestion. These are all good suggestions to test out the articulation for these guys. Dun 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 dun. It's my favorite scene from TF1. Ooh, can he stand on one leg? Maybe he can't. Oh my god, he can stand on one leg. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. All right. Anyone watch La La Land, by the way? Great movie. Oh my god. I love you get Optimus to stand up. Can he? Oh. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 da. Ah, damn it. Optus. Come on. That was a good screen cap, though. Cap that, chat. Holy shit. Oh, man. Amazing. It just goes to show how poseable these guys are. Just really flexible, really fluid. All right, what was it? The Sonic Shadow pose? Let's try that. Of course, This has to be Shadow. Can you feel like oh, did you come at me more? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can hardly swallow. Dun, 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 dun. I'm telling you, it feels like Play-Doh in the best way possible. You can just look at a reference image, which I'm doing right now, and just mold these figures into the position you want. So good. Mastermind Creations, they really made something special with these guys. Can you feel your way? Did you come ever more? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whew. What you can only swallow. Fuck yeah. Great Lakes Rail Production says, do the It's Over Prime Never pose from the 86 movie. I mean, it's not too much. Not super dynamic. And I think I remember it from memory. I would have waited an eternity for this. It's over, Prime. That was my favorite Optimus quote. I mean, the classic scene. And then Optimus hits him with the... Oh, hold on. There you go. Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies. Michael and Warrior friends, you missed the JoJo pose. I'm not gonna repeat it, sorry. That's pretty good, right? That is the pose. These guys are awesome. I mean, it's true to the name of the stream, right? I literally am just playing with them. Not much commentary. I'm just absorbed in how fun these guys are to pose. And I love your suggestions. Really appreciate them. Yeah, oh man. So yeah, even though the alternate mode isn't the best, it's not bad, and it just makes this a more complete package. Just a great figure overall, this guy. And Optus Pexus, of course, I've already reviewed him. Beautiful figure, and they make a great pair. They make a great pair. Potera Fusion? Why Potera Fusion? Why not just the normal Fusion? Unless it's the same thing. I mean, I did read Dragon Ball. I thought they just called it fusion, not Patera fusion. I thought Patera fusion was reserved for the earrings. God damn. What would their fusion be? Look at that. Like the amazing side to side movement can make you do the fusion pose. Allows for the fusion pose. Jesus. they fuse into Hot Rod. There you go. Okay, Torrance Moore says Patera fusion doesn't have a pose. I think they mean regular fusion. All right, they're trying to sound smarter than they are. I see. Trying to gaslight me. God damn. The think mark pose. I still not have seen all of the new Invincible season. I should get on that.
Tipped $5.
Thank you.
I really hope MMC does more with the super articulated figures because
Yes.
I know they could pull off a really impressive Starscream that could suck his own dick.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know, besides that last part, that's optional. But I would love to see a super articulated Starscream from these guys. Although I would want them to maybe move away from this body type, because as great as these figures are, I don't want it to be a case of them just reusing the same transformation scheme. I don't think that would quite work for Starscream.
Swivel here.
Thank you. All right. Think Mark! Think Prime! These Earthlings think their planet is flat! Is that an Age of Extinction movie review reference? They deserve to choose for themselves. Good shit, dude. Thanks for watching the video. Link in the description, by the way, if you haven't seen it. That's a good bit. The flat Cybertron bit. Honestly, J.K. Simmons as Megatron goes hard. I wouldn't mind, actually. I love J.K. Simmons. I wouldn't mind him as Megatron. And I want pictures of Optimus! You serious? Oh, Kyo cartoons. Okay. I think this will be the last pose I do before we get into our donation reads and live Q&A, but we gotta do this. Hold on, let me look up reference. All right, there we go. Oh. Oh. But a great suggestion for this pose. come on. Oh. I'm getting emotional. There you go. Ah, shit. Watch Transformers 1, chat. It's good. It will make you sad. There you go. Just tightening it up. And yeah. Peak. Oh wait, hold on. I can make this more cinema. Hold on. I could make this a little more cinema. Hold on. Let me cook. Damn it! I don't have his gun. What the hell? I don't have his gun. That's fine. But you get it, right? Accidental cinema. Okay. What the fuck? I cooked. All right. Okay. I think. Get Madoka out of there. Cap that. Ooh, actually, hold on. It's a good thing that the Magic Square Light-Up piece is still the best Optimus Prime figure and has beautiful articulation. Oh, come on. He can't hold the Matrix? I wanted him to hold the Matrix, chat. I don't think I can make him do it. Now I'm thinking about it. I did have trouble doing that for the review for this guy. Oh wait. Hold on. Okay, got it. Oh yeah. Looks a little weird, but got it. That actually looked better before. Yeah, it looked better before.
I love you, Elliot!
Thank you. Stay tuned. I'm about to read donations and member chats real soon. I just hooked onto an idea and I committed myself to it, for better or for worse. We gotta get him to stand up. What the hell? Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna go for another soda. Okay. Oi! My bad.
What flavor this time? Ooh, I'm gonna go with apple.
Hey, Apple!
Don't leave. I didn't mean to. Cut that out. I didn't say that. All right. Cheers. All right then, chat. I think that'll do it for the playing portion of the stream. God damn, I had a lot of fun. I realized that I didn't really talk much, but holy moly, just it's the figure was just so fun that I got caught up in it. I got lost in the sauce, you know? Oh man. Hopefully it was enjoyable to watch regardless. But anyway, with the playing portion of the stream complete, let's go ahead and read your donations and member chats, and then we'll get into our live Q&A. Here we go then. Thank you very much for continuing to support the channel. Thank you very much for your patience. Let me find our spot here. Okay. A lot of $5 and above donations, so I can safely skip them right now. Really appreciate that. Beautiful. All right, got it. Hayden CNG with $1 through the stream element says, I was asking since it has the Jobby 2 is going live screen in it, but 2 new figs I got is Titan Class Tidal Wave and Hayatoy's GVK Godzilla and Legacy DevCon. Well, good for you, and I appreciate that you asked beforehand, but again, you don't really have to, but I appreciate it. All right, we got Nephi, the Space Warrior here. Came late because I was training a horse girl. Understandable. But anyway, I can't wait for October since Titanic Creations is going to release that city diorama set in October. It's meant for shelf space for the kaiju figures you already have. Excellent stuff. Although I'm probably not going to get it. All right, that big old dono here. Thank you. Who is this? Eh? James who? Come on. What? Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, chat. The stream elements update is kind of bad, actually. So, hold on. What the fuck? Yeah, well, thank you, James. Yeah, your name is just James, okay. Thank you for being a member. Let's see. $5. Woo-wee! Thank you. It's a Zeus with $1 through the stream elements. Just came back from Mexico. It was super fun. Kind of sucked that one of my uncles died just before leaving, so your stream was perfect timing. I ate so many sugary bread, it ain't funny. Sorry for your loss, but I'm glad that you had a good time in Mexico. $5. Crisper103 with $1 through the stream element says, for the sake of the stream, please don't show these pics. I got a few poses in mind. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Wish I would have seen this sooner, but I think I'll keep it here. I don't want to interrupt what they had because we all know it won't last. Appreciate the donation though. He sent me porn. I'm just kidding. It's not, he didn't send me porn. It's just sexy robot girls in certain positions, questionable positions. So basically, clanker porn. Rin, thank you for being a member for 24 months. Chat health question. Chat health question. If my cheese has a bit of mold, it's fine if I cut it off and eat it, right? Because I totally didn't start eating it already. I actually want to know this too. Chat, do you know? Okay. What?
Swivel here.
Did I move the camera? No, I didn't. Tripping. CRISPR103, thank you for another $1. I apologize for the photos I showed you on my previous dono and maybe try to make them do things. Side note, did you have Optus displayed on the shelves or no? I did not, unfortunately. I had them in the box. Man, but I do want to find a place for these guys. You know what? These guys are basically those Astrobots figures that I reviewed a long time ago, if you guys remember that. Except they both transform, so, you know, they're better than the Astrobots. Just as posable. Alright, chat. Keep the donations coming if you want. You don't have to, but it does guarantee that I see your comment or question, and it helps the channel, of course. But, as of now, we are in our Hangout live Q&A, so go ahead and ask me anything, chat, and I won't start a timer yet. Alright. Where are the Astrobots? I gave one to our very own Oscar, and then the other one is in storage. Great Lakes Rail Production says, y'all on the level of eating Tide Pods. What are you talking about? Oh, the mold. Don't fucking eat it. The mold has roots. The mold spores spread. Oh my god. Some cheeses have mold to enhance the flavor, like blue cheese. That's true. Yeah, what type of cheese did you eat that you just cut off the mold from? Well, Rin, good luck to you. I hope you don't die. Thirsty for Chicken is asking, where are you in JoJo? I'm still on part 6. I'm kind of taking a break from it. It wasn't bad, obviously. I had a lot of fun watching it, but I'm kind of, I don't know, seeing other shows, and then I'll circle back to JoJo. I am gonna finish it, though. Kid Kai 28, I am ready for the next Dan to Dan episode, as I am every week. That's tomorrow. Excited for it. King X Kaiser 1990 says, I wonder why Mastermind Creations Robot Men is even more posable than Robo Women, TBH. For real. I feel the same way. Although Mastermind Creations has made a posable Robo Woman, their Culture series, their Eris, sorry. Eris Culture was the one that I reviewed, but their Eris series is just one fembot model where they put different skins on her, basically. The one that I reviewed was a Tarn version, they did an Armada Megatron version, and I think they're doing a Galvatron, or they did a Galvatron version, but it's all the same body mold, and it's still not as posable as these dudes, so I think they could do better. Keizaru says, have you read the Dandadan manga? Are you keeping it anime only? I am anime only for now, but I'm pretty sure that after the second season is over, I'm gonna want to read it. So, I haven't read the manga yet, but I think I will after the second season, because the wait will be painful, I'm sure. The Tokusatsu guy says, what are your thoughts about Concept Megatron from the Bumblebee movie and the recent figure that is based on it and has 9 modes? I think it looks really cool. I don't have it myself. I missed out on the pre-order completely, but I did recently order a oversized knockoff, so hopefully that comes in for the fail box. El Chipis is asking, will you ever review the amazing Yamaguchi Batman Beyond? I don't think I want to get it. I wish they would have kept it more in line with the cartoon, made it a little more simple. Not a big fan of the overcomplication of the Batman Beyond design, TBH. Doesn't look like a bad figure, but I prefer my Batman Beyond to be simple and elegant. Michael and Warrior Friend says, what sponsor that makes you satisfied? HelloFresh is always a good one. Literally satisfies my hunger. Tokyo Treat as well. Oh, but this last sponsor that I had for my Age of Extinction movie review, which if you haven't seen, link in the description, god damn it. Very satisfied with that sponsorship. The Veacher glasses, which I haven't been wearing for these streams, but I will be wearing for the next toy review that I do, which is most likely going to be the Lego Soundwave. Look forward to that. Dr. Darnell is asking, wish they kept the yellow eyes or even better, a more orange color. Are you referring to Megatron? If they had an alternate face with yellow eyes, that would be cool. I prefer red eyes on Megatron, though. Alright, 80 in the jar. Have fun on your 6-day cruise. Thank you very much. Busy Orc with $2. I bought the Optimus Samurai and wait for my Bronto. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I hope you get it soon. Kenneth Travers says, do you prefer blue eyes or yellow eyes on Optimus? Blue. Blue eyes. Unless it's Optimus Primal, then red eyes. What is my opinion on Maid Momo? She's the best. Yellow makes him Asian. Sure, dude. Sun Brunex says the figure had a PO exclusive on Planet Steel Express where they gave exclusive 3 faces where they had yellow eyes. Well, there you go. So they did do that. I missed out on that exclusive. Rin, no! Rin says, oh, I feel a little sick, not gonna lie. He made the pufferfish biting the carrot sound. Not Deflo says, are you homies with that toy guy? He's a good dude. Met him in person a few times whenever I go to TFCon. He's a great dude. Yeah. He gave me that. He gave me this little Borak that I have in my display case here. So yeah. TL Gami says, I love your singing, Jobby. How long have you been singing for? Thank you very much. I've been singing since I was probably 10. And I don't have any formal training. That's a question that gets asked a lot. But my training was karaoke. My parents would always ask me to do karaoke because they thought it was cute. This little kid going up with karaoke. And eventually it just made me, you know, a competent singer. Same with my sister as well. So we both can sing for the same reasons. Ooh, 80 in the jar. Interesting question. How was Weapons? No spoilers, but Weapons was really good. I really enjoyed it. If you're interested in horror, this is one of the best horror movies of the year. And highly recommend it. See it blind. Don't look up anything about Weapons before watching it. Go in completely blind. It's great. Great movie. Zach Kreger is a name to look out for. Barbarian was really fun as well, but Weapons is way better, in my opinion. Great Lakes Rail Productions is asking, have I ever thought or seen about checking out Galaxy Express 39 manga/TV series? I watched the compilation movie of Galaxy Express 39 and I liked it. It's great. It's been a while since I've seen it. Would like to rewatch it, but I remember it being pretty tragic, bittersweet, and I like the art style. Matsumoto, Leiji Matsumoto, draws gorgeous women. And I like the theme song. Thirsty for Chicken, I did see Nosferatu, and easily 9 or 10 out of 10. I love that movie. Nosferatu was really good. I watched it twice. Very, very good. Chat, what did you do? What did you do to Rin? Oh, fuck. I don't feel so good. Rin is completely shitting his guts out right now because of that moldy cheese, since everybody said it was okay. But also, Rin said that he ate it before asking, so you know what? You made your bed. Now die in it. Oh, boy. Oh, they said it wasn't okay, so it was your fault, Rin. It was completely your fault. Hey, Reximus128, happy late birthday. Hope you had a good one. Rest in peace, Rin. We'll resurrect them later. Not Deflo says, Jobby, have you watched K-pop Demon Hunters? I've talked about it at length in a previous stream, but I'll give you my short thoughts here, my summarized thoughts. I thought it was fine. It wasn't a bad movie, but I didn't think it was amazing. Amazing visually, yes, but that's not the only aspect of a movie I'm looking for. Masterpiece of animation, not so much when it comes to the script and the characters. And also, I don't like K-pop. So, 6, 7 out of 10. No, that's a little maybe too generous for me. 5 or 6 out of 10. That's what I would give K-pop Demon Hunters. Not bad. Perfectly fine for 14-year-old girls. King X Kaiser 1990 says, speaking of gorgeous women, just imagine a maid... What? Maid of Turbo Granny? Based... Yeah, Thirsty for Chicken. I'm really glad to hear you felt it was that good. I've never seen such an atmospheric, haunting, and bone-chilling piece of cinema. It is cinema. It ain't a piece of cinema. It's the whole damn cinema. It's amazing. That scene of Thomas going up to the castle for the first time. That is pure gothic horror. It's incredible stuff, man. The shot of the carriage going up to the castle, and then just the build up to that. That's one of my favorite movie sequences ever at this point. Beautiful, beautiful. Brendan Dreyfus, I think Lego Soundwave will come out next week. Apologies for that. Kind of hitting a bit of a, I don't know, a slog, Dinobot slog of an upload schedule, but we'll come back. We will definitely come back. I'm building up to it. Let me just say that. I'm not, like, whipping myself in order to come back to uploading videos on the main channel, but I am slowly getting back into the groove, if that makes sense.
Swivel here.
Thank you very much. Annie Ray with $1 through the stream element says, is Jobby the therapist in tonight? I'd like your thoughts on something. If you were set up with someone for a date and that person was perfectly nice, but they're too aggressive and you weren't feeling it, but didn't want to reject them, what should you do? Let them down easy. You have to reject them. Not rejecting them is offensive to them. If you respect this person, but you don't want to be involved with them romantically, they deserve to know. You should let them down gently, you know. I think you're great, but I don't think, you know, I don't feel that way about you. That type of thing. You know, you don't have to be a dick about rejecting somebody. You can let someone off easy. That's all I'll say. Good luck to you. Kind of a complicated situation, but I think being upfront and gentle as possible is the best way to go. Let's see. Also, if she's hot, send her to me. J-Rexzilla says we should see other people in before she attacks you. Okay. Ano Hitori says, on my hands and knees hoping for a Robert Eggers Invisible Man film. That would go hard. He's doing a Wolfman movie, right? His next one's a Wolfman movie, and then he's gonna do a Christmas Carol. Robert Eggers is on a roll. Such a legendary career in the making. No pressure, Robert Eggers, but holy crap, just back-to-back bangers. For sure. Yeah, werewolf. Exactly, Ano Hitori. King Little Caesar says K-pop Demon Hunters is at least 1,000,000 times better than Netflix Devil May Cry. I believe it. I'm not gonna watch Devil May Cry, have no interest in it. Not a fan of the games, and I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of Adi Shankar at this point. Kid Guy 28 saying, good night, Jobby. I got school tomorrow. I'll see you in the next stream, probably. Good night. See you next time. I think I want to do a drawing stream on Friday, so look forward to that. Okay. Let the time keep running. In a little bit, I'll start a timer. Think we'll do like a little over 3 hours tonight, if that's fine with you, chat. Don't want to take up too much of your time. It is a weeknight after all. Okay, so from this point on, chat, I am going to start a timer for 30 minutes. How's that sound? I think that's enough time for us to hang out. We're no rush. That's still a lot of time. So starting from now, we're going to do 30 minutes of live Q&A. And any donations if you want to, you know, you don't have to, but it does help. So 30 minutes in 3, 2, 1, boom. All right. Let's keep it going, chat. Keep it going. Vinicius C. Brandani in the chat is saying, fear of Adi Shankar doing a Berserk anime. I've never read the manga. I want to. But for the sake of the fans, they deserve a hit. I'm so sorry, Berserk fans. I'm so sorry that you've been treated this way. And with the potential of an Adi Shankar adaptation on the horizon, you guys cannot stop taking L's. You need a W. I'm praying for you, Berserk fans. I feel for you being a Fist of the North Star fan. Fuck out of here, Toei. What the hell? I was actually looking forward to the Fist of the North Star anime, and then it looks like that. So I feel for you, Berserk. I feel for you, Berserk fans. I hope you get the adaptation you deserve. God damn it. I wish this... I'm gonna pretend this is alcohol. Here's to Fist of the North Star. God fucking damn it. Busy Orc, he's not doing Berserk, but there's been like very tiny rumblings about it. Hopefully not. Hopefully it turns out to be false. Okay. Kenneth Travers says, what studio do you think would do Berserk justice or Fist of the North Star? Science Saru would actually be a good fit for both of them. Wit Studio, come on. Wit Studio would probably be better. Madhouse, there's plenty of options here. Oh, man. Oh, man. I really hope you guys get the adaptation you deserve. And maybe someday, Fist of the North Star fans will have a proper remake. But for now, we'll keep our janky 80s anime, which is still fun, you know? And the manga still exists, so... any Fist of the North Star fans? Hokuto no Ken? Any fans in the chat? Or is it just me? It's, you know, a bit of an older shonen series at this point. My dad really likes it, so that's why I picked it up. And I thought this remake was gonna be... I thought this remake would be one to show my friends. But no. Unfortunately, it is 3D slop. But not even good 3D. It's cheap-ass 3D. 3D anime, it is possible. It's possible to make it look good. Orange Studio. If they were gonna do a 3D anime, get Orange Studio to do it. They do Beastars. They did that Land of the Lustria show. Never watched that, but it looks really good. Who the fuck are they getting to do the this PS2 ass cutscene of the new Fist of the North Star anime? It's fucking unfortunate situation. Tuss Centaur with $1 through the stream element says, but how do you feel about One Punch Man Season 3's trailer? I didn't see it. I gotta rewatch Season 2, TBH, because Season 1 of One Punch Man is one of the best things I've ever seen. Really, really good. I do remember it falling off a little bit on Season 2, so I barely remember it. Which is why I didn't even bother looking up Season 3 news. But I should give it another go. I should at least read the manga, because I hear the manga's really good. But Season 1 is incredible, and that's why it was a bit... I think it set itself up a little too... it set my expectations a little too high, because Season 1 was so good. Hayden CNG with $1 through the stream element says, I think when I do my Legacy Tidal Wave review, I might split each segment in days since he has so much play value, 6 modes, and power-up equipment for deluxe leader figures for 6 days for one review so I don't get overwhelmed from how much stuff he had. You could do that, or you could take 6 days to create each segment and then put them together at the end for one big video. But it's up to you. Vinicius C. Brandani says, Season 1 peak, Season 2 it's just the average animation that brings it down. I think that's what it was. Because I don't remember the animation looking awful, but it just didn't blow me away like Season 1 did. Anonymous with $1 through the stream element says, Hey Jobby, Fans Toys, X-Transbots, and Mastermind Creations are all making Masterpiece Scale Devastators. Will you be investing in any of them? Also, did you hear Michael Bay is coming back to Transformers? Can't wait to see Optimus Prime butcher people. Me neither. My favorite. I can't wait for American military propaganda. My favorite part about Transformers. God damn it. Also, yes, Mastermind Creations Devastator. That is the one that I'm going to invest in. I finally have a piece of paper that I can show people. Mastermind Creations Devastator. I am going full balls deep, enemy scrotum deep into this Devastator. Look forward to that series of videos whenever that line comes out. Not anytime soon, I imagine. Christopher103 with $1 through the stream element says, Jobby, how are the Batman Arkham games for you? I played Arkham Asylum and City recently. They were good games, IMO, and I'm saving up money to get Arkham Origins before playing Arkham Knight. The Arkham games are sick as hell. I've never played Arkham Asylum nor Origins, but City and Knight are such great games. You should have gotten the Game of the Year edition. I think that includes all of them, right? Unless you're playing it on consoles, so... You know, never mind. Play Origins, play Knight. I've only played City and Knight, but goddamn. Best... two of the best games I've ever played. Amazing. It makes you feel like Batman. King X Kaiser 1990, thank you very much for 7 months of membership. Post plus when and SMP or Gunpla builds when. And also... Jesus Christ, you butchered the spelling of that, but... Omae wa mou shindeiru. Nani? Anyway. I don't know. King X Kaiser, I don't know. Pose Plus and SMP Gunpla builds. Who knows? Eventually, that's all I'll say. Rin says, did you know there's gonna be a One Punch Man collab in Fortnite? Apparently the characters added are Saitama, obviously Genos and Tatsumaki. They're going to give her the Levi treatment and make her tall. Travesty. God damn it, Fortnite. They made Peter skinny and Tatsumaki tall. This gets worse all the time. Also, I don't play Fortnite, but you already knew that. Thirsty for Chicken says, I really want a 2D animated long format adult demographic Bionicle series. That would be sick. You know what would also be sick? A Bionicle fan game. I don't want to talk about it. Daniel DeJager says, Toa, how do you feel about going on the offensive? That's a Skybound reference and a Bionicle reference all in one. I almost spilled my soda, by the way, chat. Just a little spaghetti hands update. Fat guy says, bro, you should see what Fortnite did to Frieza. He's freaking huge. What the hell? Animator guy with $1 through the stream element says, that story you talked about in your Soundwave where you felt lonely in animation really resonated with me. I'm also in a fairly cliquish creative field, and it took me a while to realize that I should just try to do what I feel like instead of trying to fit in. Yeah, for a little context, chat, I talked about my college experience during my 7-hour Lego Soundwave build. Go check out that VOD if you have the time. But one of the topics that came up was college and my experience with that. And yeah, part of the reason why I dropped out was no friends in my major. So yeah, just focus on what satisfies you, man. And you know, eventually people will gravitate towards you if they think you're doing something cool. While it may, in my case, it didn't happen in school, but it happened later down the line while I was pretty lonely in my field in college. I got out of college and then I made a ton of friends. So, you know, it gets better is what I'll say. It gets better. Oh. Wungus113 says, lol, I'm a CS major at the moment, and I want a KMS, no friends too, no sleep. Stay strong. Smiling friends, finger point. Stay strong, dude. Never KYS. Opposite of low tier god. Never kill yourself. Don't do it. Stick with life and life will get better. I know it doesn't feel like it, but I promise you, it can get better. You say exactly, Optimus Riv. You serve many purposes. You should love yourself now. Michael and Warrior Friend says, how was your ham and Spinosaurus now? Non-existent. Thank you for asking. Wungus113 says, I asked like a bunch of questions about Transformers, but my sporadic KMS comment got read. I feel bad now. Don't worry, man. It's just... I'm just looking at a bunch of these chats, and that happened to catch my attention. So don't feel too bad about it, man. You should love yourself now. Okay. We have 18 minutes. Quite a lot of time. quite a lot of time to chill out. Ask me more questions, donate more if you want. You don't have to, but I really do appreciate it. And it's a guarantee that I see your comment or question.
Swivel here.
Speaking of, thank you very much. Tusk Centaur with $1 through the stream elements. By the way, Hasbro has the Activate Your Alt Mode fan vote going on, where we decide a new alt mode for a character, and so either Shockwave or Grimlock will get a new original alt mode. What would you like to see either Grimlock or Shockwave turn into? Grimlock should turn into Godzilla. They should do a proper Transformers collab with Godzilla and do it right this time. That's what Grimlock should be. And Shockwave should transform into a beautiful big-breasted woman. He's already halfway there.
Megatron! Look at my big naturals, Megatron!
Anyway. Daniel DeJager says, I have made a comment on one of the Failbox tweets as a reminder for my Failbox post to be seen, just for your info. Alright, noted. I think the next Failbox should be either the 29th of August or the 5th of September. I'll let you know closer to the date. Michael and Warrior Friends is saying that there's a Godzilla upgrade kit for that Transformers Godzilla collab. I'm aware, and I ordered it already. Hypnova Street System says, watching you on VR chat, how is it voicing Disappearing Guy? It was fun. It was very short. So it took me 10 minutes, and that includes the setup time of my microphone and then getting the lines. It took 10 minutes to record everything, and they used 3 seconds of that. So yeah, it was a fun time. And I may or may not be appearing again, so look forward to that. Oh, say. Oh, that's a funny thing to bring up. I was talking to my sister about this earlier, and I'll tell it to you right now. So, weirdly enough, the Disappearing Guy role is a moment where my life kind of went full circle, because during my high school years, I think it was my junior year, right? Is that after freshman? What comes after freshman? Is that junior or sophomore? Whatever. I think it was like my second or third year of high school. I switched high schools, and in my new high school, because I had no friends, no connections at all, I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna try out for the national anthem, because they were gonna have a game at the high school, and I saw a poster on the wall that said they were doing tryouts for the national anthem. So I asked somebody, where do I try out? And in contradiction to the poster, they said tryouts were closed. So it never happened. Cut to 50 years later, and I finally got to sing the national anthem in front of a large audience for 1 second. So there you go. I finally got my national anthem out there. Yep. That's it. That's the story. The Disappearing Guy is real. Marvel post-credit scene style tease, Disappearing Guy will return. Maybe. We'll see. Oh boy. All right. 13 minutes, chat. Godzilla 1954 says he's got 2 wooden figures and a ball of clay. Should I make Space Godzilla and Godzilla 1994 or Godzilla and King Ghidorah? Godzilla and King Ghidorah. Thirsty for Chicken with $1 through the stream element says, excuse me, I'm going to ask a ballsy question I asked back in March. Now that you've seen Operation Shin, it was my biggest wish to acquire the Shin Godzilla you almost showed at TFCon. That being said, would you consider selling it to me for the director's cut? I'll have to think about that, but I appreciate the audacious offer. Rin says, would you sing the national anthem at a convention? Yeah. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. If they would allow me. Wow, Just Plays just became a doctorate in IT. Congratulations, man. Must have taken a lot of work. Jacques Kinov is asking, can I get a Batman impression with this line? I won't kill you, but your hospital bills will. That's my best right now. My voice is kind of shot for some reason. Sporkman B says, have you picked up any Chainsaw Man figures yet? And if so, which ones? I have a Figma and SH Figure Arts, sorry. A Figma and SH Figure Arts Denji. That's all, though. Kind of want a Makima at some point. J-Rexzilla says, it's deep. It's so deep. I'm 14 and this is deep. Random jobby quote from Lego Soundwave stream. I forget the context of that, but I do remember saying it. Would you ever review the Lego Bowser? Maybe. It'd be kind of a short video, though. I could literally do a YouTube short about it. Maybe. J-Rexzilla says, well, I'm glad you finally sang the anthem at age 81, Jobby. Thank you very much. It's, I can cross that off the bucket list. Big shout out to Gooseworks. Big shout out to Gooseworks for giving me the opportunity to finally sing the national anthem in front of a large audience. Even if it was 2 words. Akira93R says, ever been to Frank & Sons Collectibles? Thoughts? I have a few times, and I like it. It is like going to a convention. It's going to the dealer room of a convention, basically. I enjoy it. I enjoy it the same as I do a convention. Fun fact, I bought the Beast Wars the Second... Yeah, Beast Wars the Second Galvatron from there, and I reviewed that a very long time ago, one of my earliest Transformers reviews. That was from Frank & Sons. Venetia C. Brandani says, it would be better if you could sing for more than 3 seconds. Maybe one day. 9 minutes. Jacquinov says, what stops you from collecting Hot Toys figures? Articulation, price, and display space.
Here.
Thank you. Thirsty for chicken with $1 through the stream elements? Thank you, I'm willing to sacrifice certain red and blue Bionicles just so you know. At the very least, though, the Shin plushies will appear, and I will likely do an entire added scene of even more pure Ava Schizo insanity. Looking forward to it. Make sure to link me to it when you've done it. Godzilla 1954 says, you reading this tell people they mean everything in life doesn't mean like, oh, I don't believe it. What? Okay. Good on you, Godzilla 1954. Is that the context, J-Rexzilla? Were we talking about Man of Steel? Here's the quote. But it's so sad and dramatic, I cried when he died. Or maybe I said it like, but it's so sad and dramatic, I cried when he died, it's such a beautiful movie. Another quote from Jobby when mentioning Jonathan Kent death in Man of Steel. Yeah, I think that I'm 14 and this is deep quote was because we were talking about Man of Steel. Yeah. Sorry, Snyder fans, but no, not sorry. Annie Ray with $1 through the stream element says, I gotta know, Jobby, have you fallen for the horse girl mind control? It's got all my friends and they beg me with their greasy fingers to tap in. It's spread like a virus. I only ask because you seem the type to gamble away your life savings on a horse girl. That is a fair assumption. Also, if you are being infected by a horse virus, may I suggest ivermectin. Anyway, I have not played the game, but I have gotten into the lore. I love the IRL horse lore, especially Goat Ship and Haru Urara. So I am familiar with the game. Maybe too familiar for someone who hasn't played it. But I have not played it myself. Oscar plays it though. Pray for him. His horse is Gold Chip. Alright. Anno Hattori says, have you seen the new Spider-Man suit for Brand New Day? Set photos make him look real. Spider-Man is real. Oh, I did see that. Oh, man. Really good looking stuff. Marvel might be back. Really hoping that the new Spider-Man movie is good. The suit looks amazing. He looks amazing. Yeah, can't wait. Apparently Punisher is going to be in there. And the Hulk, for some reason. Punisher being in there makes more sense because Punisher started off as a Spider-Man antagonist. Marvel could be back. We'll see. Who's my favorite Spider-Man? Favorite Spider-Man? I think Tom Holland. Yeah. Not my favorite Spider-Man movies, but my favorite Spider-Man. I think Tom Holland. Andrew Garfield's pretty good too, but I think Tom Holland is my favorite. Can I say Miles? Can I say Into the Spider-Verse Miles? Does that count? I'll say that. I think I like him more than Tom Holland. Best Spider-Man movie is Into the Spider-Verse. And then the Raimi trilogy. Yes, I said trilogy. Spider-Man 3 is not that bad. Okay. Five minutes! Last minute comment and questions and donations if you got them. Anna Hattori says 3 is better than Far From Home, that's for sure. It's been a while since I've seen Far From Home. I don't remember it being too bad. But you're probably right. Spider-Man 3 is probably better. Thirsty for Chicken says smash or pass the diamonds? Smash, all of them. Thank you. Nephi the Space Warrior with $1 through the stream element says, honestly, I'm gonna stick with the Toei Fist of the North Star. I know Hara and Buranson, but the Toei has moments where I cry good tears. I know it is too early to judge, but still. Fair enough! Tuss Centaur is asking a really good question. Is Rin still alive and with us? Is he okay? Is he safe? No, he's dead. He confirmed it with a tombstone emote. Thirsty for Chicken says Yellow is best girl. I understand, but I gotta go with Blue. Great Lakes Rail Production says, have you met / worked with any other voice actors / actresses like David Kaye? Kellen Goff? That's about it. Kellen Goff. Kellen Goff came to my house and we partied. If you haven't seen our Age of Extinction movie review, link in the description. Starring Five Nights Freddy himself. Three minutes! Shinobi G is asking, what are your thoughts on the possibility that Pattinson is the DCU's Batman? I would not mind at all. I would prefer it, actually. I really like Robert Pattinson's Batman. it would just be kind of weird to meld the universes together because the Batman universe is so bleak. So I think they could make it work though. I am more excited for the Batman Part 2 because of the Penguin. If you guys haven't seen that Penguin show, very good. The hype is real. Believe the hype. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would go for it, but it would be cool. J. Regzilla says Reeves is very dead set at keeping his Batman grounded, so it's unlikely. Fair enough. Tuss Centaur says, how do you feel about Clayface as the next live-action Bat villain? Love it. Hope they do good. Clayface is a great villain. He has one of the best episodes of the animated series from the 90s. Feet of Clay. Part 2, specifically. The animation on that goes hard. And them making a horror movie, a standalone horror movie for Clayface makes sense. Yeah, Koado, feet. Minute left! Godzilla 1954 says, Jobby, hope you're doing good with your cats and God watch over you and your cats. Thank you very much. The cats are good. The cats are good. Kenneth Travers says, fun fact, the Clayface movie is gonna use Feet of Clay as reference for the script. Fuck yeah. Peak. Peak incoming. Let's frickin' go. Brenda Dreyfus says, I actually watched the whole Jobby stream. My attention span is absolute dog shit. Well, it means a lot to me that even with your dog shit attention span, you watched the whole thing. Thank you very much. Fox117 says, wish me luck. I'm applying for fundings for my game. Praying for you, man. Hope for the best. Yeah, exactly. Feet of Clay, more like Peak of Clay. Come on. Kid Kai28 says, are you gonna have a small cameo in Shin Godzilla 2? I'm directing it. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not that big time yet. Yet. Implying that I'll ever be that big time. I'm not that big time. Thirsty for chicken. Ah, dude. Sopranos has been on my list forever. Haven't watched it yet. I understand that it's good. I gotta watch it. For sure. Exactly. Jacquinov says, he's the human that grows out of Shin Godzilla's tail. That's right. That was my cameo in the first movie. Thank you very much. That is time, chat. Really do appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. As always, it was a fun time and beautiful figure as well. Just... I wonder how you guys are gonna respond here. I would love to know your thoughts about this particular stream in the comments of the VOD. So when this VOD comes out, which is immediately after the stream ends, by the way, please leave a comment. And I want to know how you felt about me not really talking too much when playing with this guy. I really locked in and just focused on posing this guy up, transforming him, and it truly was me just playing with the figure tonight. So let me know what you guys think. I would appreciate your feedback if you are okay with the dead air. But other than that, chat, appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. If you like the stream, of course, leave a like, leave a comment on the VOD again, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next stream, which should be on Friday. And I think I will be doing a drawing stream, either with a guest or by myself. I miss drawing, okay? It's been a while, so look forward to that on Friday. Extra long drawing stream because it is a Friday, so get your requests and suggestions ready. And what else is there to say? Thank you very much for donating, and thank you for becoming members. Really does help the channel, but even if you didn't, I really do appreciate that you watched the stream at all. And apologies are in order to the main channel. Sorry that it's been a bit since I posted my Age of Extinction movie review, which you should go watch, goddammit, to bide your time. It is 30 minutes of high-quality Michael Bay bashing goodness. Watch the video, goddammit. But yes, there will be more toy reviews coming out soon in the future. Lego Soundwave review will be the next video that I do. Look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Wrote a script for it already. Liked how it came out. Should be pretty funny. And honestly, in contradiction to the anti-Gooner sentiment that I've shown in previous streams, I don't care anymore. I'll make all the Gooner jokes I want. Whatever. It turns out I still find it funny, so look forward to that stuff. Thank you very much for donating. Here's our final donation. Anonymous with $1 through the stream element says, Jobby, no, don't make them do yaoi stuff, no.